leaderboard, he's got to beat him by at least 3 spots. Bjorn Carl Gudmundsson can wind up in second, but he has to beat Noah by 6. And Scott Panchik has an outside shot at third. 90 total reps.
30 clean and jerks to start at 135, followed by muscle-ups and 30 snatches to close things out. Noah Olsen is one of the best athletes in the field at ring muscle-ups. What he needs to understand is that don't try to beat him in the front half or front third of this event.
Final event is underway. We start with 30 clean and jerks at 135 pounds. Noah Olsen and Matt Fraser will be right next to each other. Fraser in the middle of the screen in the white top. Noah Olsen is in the red shorts right next to him.
I'm breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief for Noah Olsen that he didn't come out doing touch and go reps. 3 years ago, we would have seen Noah Olsen to try to do 10 unbroken all the way down the line. But what he's doing is trying to stay at a comfortable pace between him and Matt, and knowing that his advantage is going to be on the rings.
Matt McLeod currently has the lead through 11 of these first 30 repetitions at the 30 clean and jerks at 135 pounds. After this, it's the 30 muscle-ups, and as you said before, that is where Noah Olsen can make a move.
And that is where you cannot make a mistake. You're actually almost better off doing less reps in a row and taking shorter breaks than chancing a tough ring muscle-up or a failed ring muscle-up. If that happens in the beginning of that middle part of this event, it's over.
Matt McLeod is your leader, but everybody else is within about 1 or 2 reps of McLeod, including Matt Fraser and Noah Olsen. 20 reps done for McLeod of these first 30. Then it's on to the ring muscle-ups where they will advance after every 10 completed repetitions. Noah Olsen on the right, looking for his first ever appearance on the CrossFit podium. His best finish before this was 4th. That was 2 years ago in 2017. Matt Fraser looking to become the second man to win 4 CrossFit Games championships. And Fraser now in the lead through 25 of those first 30 reps.
See Matt Fraser in the center lane, watching Noah Olsen and Noah Olsen only, seeing what rep scheme is on, seeing his face, what his body language is telling him, and that's kind of going to dictate the pace of what Matt does. Nobody else on the floor here matters, except Matt Fraser and to his right, Noah Olsen.
Fraser to the rings first. If Olsen is going to take that white jersey from Fraser, he's got to beat the 3-time champ by at least 3 spots in this event. And now Olsen up on the rings to start his set of 30. Fraser through 5, now 6 of his set of 30 muscle-ups.
Fraser's doing a massive set. This should be rep number 10.
And now Olsen takes a break. Fraser's done. Second set of 10 for Matt Fraser.
I like the break by Noah Olsen. Noah is fully capable of doing a set of 10. Now this middle set of 10 is kind of going to tell us whether that was a good idea or a bad idea for Matt Fraser. I know he knows himself better than anybody. He's put in the time, he's put in the work, he knows what he's capable of. And Noah Olsen, 2 short breaks, is back up in that second place position.
And Fraser through 43, now 44 of the 90 scored repetitions. Noah Olsen is trying to catch up with Bjorn Gudmundsson and Matt McLeod.
Fraser needs to be very careful about his last rep of the set. He did a set of 5, but his judge just kind of warned us, make sure you establish a full lockout before you drop off the rings.
Olsen with another break goes to the chalk. Fraser continues to work, and he will take a break.
Matt started with an unbroken set of 10, did a set of 5, and he just did a set of 3. So Matt already breaking up twice in this middle set.
Fraser back on the rings, Olsen back on the rings. Noah Olsen is through 16 of his 30. Fraser is through 20. And Fraser will advance to the next set of rings, but he goes back to get some chalk before he will do that.
Noah Olsen should be finishing up his set of 20 and moving up with him.
Fraser just has to stay close to Olsen. Even if Olsen beats him by 1 spot, Fraser will hang on to the title of CrossFit Games champion. Fraser to work on his final set of 10 muscle-ups. Bjorn Gudmundsson on the left is on his final set of 10. Now Noah Olsen he gets started.
Freizer did a set of 3, still that last lockout of his final rep. It's getting sketchy, it's getting hard. You got to be careful how you finish those final reps in those sets.
Olsen with the lead briefly before Freizer hops back on the rings and gets to work, and now another break for Freizer. 5 reps remain for Matt Freizer. Noah Olsen may not be able to catch Matt Freizer, but Noah Olsen, for the first time in his career, could finish on the podium here at the CrossFit Games, and that would be a fantastic achievement for Noah Olsen.
Freizer breaking again. This is the first time Noah's broke it up in less than a set of 5.
Freizer's just going to keep his eye on Noah. Again, if Olsen is going to beat Freizer in the overall standings, he's got to beat him by at least 3 spots in this event.
But the athletes are there. You see Gudmundsson, Panchik, Hepner, they are there. It is possible.
And Olsen has taken the lead. First man to the barbell as Freizer will join him.
And this is the moment it's come down to. We said pace the beginning, keep your momentum in the middle, and it's time to race. It's 30 snatches between you and a possible first place finish.
And look at Matt Freizer rip through these reps.
There's a big difference between the first 5 and the last 10.
Freizer back in the lead, and here comes Noah Olsen. Matt Freizer going touch and go again for another set of 5. $20 to go for Freizer. Olsen remains in second, Gudmundsson remains in third. This looks like it's going to be your men's podium, and no rep for Freizer.
Here's the dangers like touch and go. He did all that work just to get 2 reps ahead. That no rep kind of shook him a little.
Olsen is in second. He's got to beat Freizer by 3 if he wants to earn the title of fittest on earth. Freizer with 15 to go. Olsen with 15 to go.
Olsen's going to have to start doing more than single reps. It's not going to be enough to try to keep pace with Matt with singles. He's going to have to start doing some touch and go.
But he also needs help. He's also going to need some other men to step on the gas here if he wants to beat that man. Matt Freizer with 10 to go. Olsen doing a great job hanging with the 3-time champion, but he is not getting the help that he needs. He's got to pass him, and he's got to hope that Jordan Gudmundsson and Scott Panchik all of a sudden find another gear. 5 to go for Matt Freizer. Now 2 for Freizer. He will break. Mr. Froning, you have company. For the 4th straight time, Matt Freizer is the CrossFit Games champion. Noah Olsen, for the first time in his career, will be on the podium, and Jorgen Gudmundsson will join them. Scott Panchik will fall just short again. Panchik finished 4th 2 years in a row in 2012 and 2013. He's been inside the top 6 times. Now 7 if he finishes inside the top 6 again here. One of the most consistent athletes we have ever seen to not finish on the podium is Matt McLeod, who comes across the finish line, and Jacob Hepner is gone as well. Saxon Panchik James Newberry left on the floor. Panchik is on the left, the younger of the two Panchik brothers competing here in the top 10. And James Newberry, who will get his best career finish at the CrossFit Games. Matt Fraser had to work for this one.
I remember Matt saying in a wonderful documentary of a few years ago is that he hopes you bring your A game. He hopes you've been training your ass off for this event. He wants to feel good about this win. I think, though it was his toughest win to date, for the race that he had to run all weekend, this has to be his most proud win at the CrossFit Games.
For the first time in the last 3 years, he didn't have it wrapped up going into the final event. James Newberry is the last man on the floor, and once he crosses the finish line, the 2019 Reebok CrossFit Games will be done, and James Newberry will have his best career finish here. Noah Olson and Jacob Hepner out there cheering him on. Final rep for James Newberry and final rep of the 2019 Reebok CrossFit Games.